Welcome back to part 2 of the Grid Boss FlexBoss21 and the wall mount batteries install. So let's continue. Okay, today we're wiring up the disconnect switches. So right now we're in the box and we're wiring the third string into the second disconnect. So we basically have it running from up there, come all the way down, and then we have these two disconnects. And then it runs that way and then into the house. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. Here we are looking at the customer's Generac transfer switch from a panoramic view that we were making sure that it works with the Grid Boss. Okay, this is day 4. Sorry about the delay. So the solar wires come down into the conduit here, go in here, and then you have them come up right here. So we have our array 1, array 2, array 3 here, and this is the FlexBoss. So it's running right now. And now that we have the Grid Boss connected, there it is right there. And we had that put in there. So it's that CSR25K Eaton circuit breaker. So if you're going to do that, you need to buy that to put it in there. So right now we have the FlexBoss coming in over here, the 90 amp circuit, and we have our backup loads that go there and connect down inside there. And this is the connection from the grid that goes in right here and comes up and connects right here. So the panel comes out right here, and then as you can see, goes up and then come down into the electrical panel. And surprisingly, the client has the same thing that was already here when we got here. So right now it's working. And this is the PV that goes over, that sends the AC wiring that comes from the grid out through here, and that's the ground that goes outside to ground this guy out. So right now the batteries, I think it's in a hybrid mode. On both of them. Let's tear them off. So as you can see, so it's very important when you're connecting it that you go on the connection out. I mean the grid out, not load, grid. And this is in the directions as well. So make sure you have your grid going out to the FlexBoss. All right. So that's everything up and running. Give you one more shot of that. So we'll go ahead and button that back up because now that we're finished. So I'll get one more shot so you can see the setup for this install. Here we've taken off the cover of the Grid Boss so you can see the connections made. You can see the smart ports and the hybrid inverter connections. We have the FlexBoss21 connected right there with a 90 amp breaker. You could see the backup loads connected. You could see the Eden breaker, and you can see all the connections we made with the wires that came from the FlexBoss into the Grid Boss, and then all the grounding, the neutrals, and all the connections made. So a little bit later, we're going to be connecting the Tesla charger to that smart port 1 right there. So it's going to be at a later date. Okay, now we're doing a final walkthrough of the panels. So there are the panels installed. 3 strings of 10 coming down on that into that junction box or up there that you see, and it comes down from the roof, comes down to that box. So we are going to put the labels on here for disconnect high voltage PV wiring. We have our surge protection on the 2 disconnects inside there, and then we have the ground going down into the ground. And then we have the PV wires inside of those, and they go into an LB elbow and they go inside. And you can see we have the grounds. The one on the left is for the solar, and the one on the right comes out from inside and grounds out the Grid Boss into our ground rod there. So now we're going to do the walkthrough on the inside. Now we took off the cover of the Grid Boss. Now I'm showing you that they use one of the smart loads for their Tesla charger, and they have their FlexBoss21 coming in there. So this is the inside of the Grid Boss, wired up. So let's show that. And as you can see right now, they're on the grid and hybrid. So they're pulling from the grid and they are pulling from the inverter over there. It's been cloudy the last couple of days, so they haven't had much good charge. Hoping today they'll get some. So one thing I want to make sure to probably explain is once you have this guy over here, the FlexBoss21, connected over here, and you have this wired up, you have to make sure to turn this breaker on, because that will throw a fault over there and you think something's wrong, but it needs to be able to connect and see the Grid Boss through the grid connection, or else it's going to throw a fault. So I just wanted to make sure to bring that up. And you got to make sure you turn on the PV wires, or else you get some sort of warning. So once the PV is wired up, turn on the PV, turn on the breaker for the smart inverter, and then this should be normal. So you want to make sure you do that, or else you'll get a fault and you'll think something's wrong, but it's not. It just needs to connect over here. This guy's pretty straightforward. Once you have that network cable or parallel connection over there, that talks to that over there. The Grid Boss will talk to the FlexBoss21. And that's pretty much it for what I think you're going to run into. Oh yeah, one more thing. Once you commission this, if you're using a smart port and it doesn't come on right away, when you turn the breaker on, you test and put your meter here. You probably have to upgrade the firmware, because we had to do that here. Once we did that, this came online after we enabled the port in the software, and then we put our probes there and we got 240 volts. So we know when we went outside to the Tesla charger, we saw the green light, we knew it was working. So that's one other thing you want to kind of keep in mind, because if you just slap the breaker in there, wire it up, and you turn it on, and then you enable the port and the software and it doesn't work, you may have to upgrade the firmware, because we had to do it, then it starts working. So I think that's it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue to put out more content like this. And you can check out some of our affiliate links below, as it helps the channel out. No cost to you, but it kind of helps us out. So once again, signing off.